Hello and welcome. My next guest, Miss Madhavi Rao, owner and chief motivating officer with Prana Health Yoga and Wellness. Madhavi, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Angela. I'm excited to be here.
It's so good to see you. It's so good to have you here and highlight your business and all the great things you're doing and things that are coming up in your business. So yeah, so let's get right into it. So yeah, how did you start your practice? Like share a little bit of background because it's quite diverse. And
Yes.
I want everyone to learn and know about it. So yeah.
So actually I wear a couple of hats. So my main career, I'm a board certified nuclear medicine technologist. And every time I say that, Angela kind of goes, what is that? So I specialize with cardiac patients. I actually image them before and after to see, after stress tests, to see if they have any blockages in their heart. So I'm actually working with high risk patients. And so I'm a board certified nuclear medicine technologist. I'm a board certified health and wellness coach, a diabetes prevention lifestyle coach, a certified yoga teacher, and a yoga coach. So all of these kind of go together.
You said two, that's five. Yeah, and she's a mom and a wife, and she's a great person. Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, mom, a wife.
So it's natural that you had to start this practice that you do. I mean, you have to be helping people.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I started this journey by learning how to eat better and incorporate exercise after I had my first child. Never in my life, my young age, I had to actually think about losing weight or stop eating, Oreo,
right?
Ahoy, right?
Crazy.
So when I never paid attention, this was really hard. So I had to create my own intuitive way to, have this weight loss and get back into the body that I thought was good for me and good health and incorporating exercise. And so I did all that. And then we decided to pack up and move with a 6-month-old and a 4-year-old from Huntsville, Alabama, a nice, quiet, wonderful place to the busy Northern Virginia, which kind of threw me for a loop. When coming here, I just noticed that people live a fast-paced life and I was feeling overwhelmed. And I was even going to the wrong school to pick up the wrong kid. I was a mess.
Wow. And I was like, yeah, it can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. I mean, of course, you're not alone, but I mean, it could absolutely be overwhelming. Changing environments, changing probably jobs, obviously the children, a new home. Yeah, crazy.
Absolutely. So I needed to figure out another outlet. Exercise and eating right was just not enough for this mental brain fog, going to the wrong school and forgetting, appointments and stuff. So I found yoga. I was like, let me go and try this yoga class out. And I started to notice how it was actually helping me feel calmer. And then if I was calm, the rest of my family is calm. Because as they say, the main caregiver in the home holds the mood and the energy and the space. So I started to notice a shift. Sounds woo-woo, but it's real. In myself and in my family. Yeah. And so I started taking this type of good energy and injecting it into my cardiac practice. Because my patients that came in, when someone says there's something wrong with your heart, it's scary. Yeah. And they were nervous and mean. And I would take my practice, my breathing practice to stay calm and then help them through the practice. I mean, not to the practice, but through the test as well. And it really made a huge difference. At the end of the test, I would get hugs and kisses and just praises that you really made this, scary feeling and test easy. And throughout the practice, of yoga and throughout my cardiac practice, I started taking a mental inventory of the types of people that are coming in. And my patients were getting younger and younger. Wow. And again, being in this fast-paced Northern Virginia life, I started to notice it was stress induced, and cardiac disease, induces other diseases, diabetes, and, chronic pain in the body, cancer, so many different things. And so I said, you know what, I think I can make a bigger difference. And that's when I went into health and wellness coaching and got my board certification. And I went deeper because I work with cardiac patients, a lot of diabetics. And then I started doing the diabetes prevention program, lifestyle coaching. So that's kind of where I got myself into all these 5 hats, as you've counted.
Yeah. No, and you're saying it right. Like it's sad how it is getting younger and younger, and it's getting harder and harder, even for us that are getting older and older. But so I love the way that you're putting these, especially based on your experience, putting these programs together. So why don't you share with us a little bit more about these programs? I want to hear about them because I know that they target very specific people. and challenges that most of your clients have. So who are some of these new programs designed for?
These programs designed for everybody, whatever level of stress they have, I mean, mental, physical. So what I did is I created in January of 2022, I launched a new program, gentle yoga for chronic pain. I wanted to make this practice accessible to everyone because you see it on social media and everything. Oh, yoga is for everybody, but nobody's showing it when they're doing a headstand and saying that. That doesn't make sense. A headstand is not for everybody. No. And if you can't do a headstand, it doesn't mean, you know, yoga is not for you.
Right.
So I wanted to create a class that anyone can come in and feel like they've accomplished something, and then they actually have released stress. A class that actually slows us down. Because we're in this mode of more is better. And now the new thing is less is more, right? So
She's pointing to me, people. She's pointing to me. Well, it's like, it's never enough. I've got to do more. We put so much pressure on ourselves. So unless we take that time and the space and work with people like you to say, it's okay to take this 30 minutes or a half hour or whatever. But this is not just, it's not woo-woo at all. So I'm totally into it. So yeah, these programs are solving real problems.
Absolutely. Like you said, you need to give yourself permission to take time out for yourself.
Right.
And I share this with my students and my clients a lot. If your kitchen cupboard is bare, how are you going to feed your family?
Right.
So let's just think about our body, our heart being our cupboard. We cannot give love, affection, compassion to our family or anyone that we love if it's bare, and we have to fill it up first. So, you know, going to a yoga class, taking time to breathe on your own, whatever that may be, or doing something that really brings you joy, taking time out for yourself is not selfish, it's selfless. Yes. And you're doing your family and loved ones a favor. So that's kind of where this class has evolved from, just from my own experience, because I was that person trying to do more, be that, PTA mom, be, do the room mother. I wanted to do everything. And I was working full time. I don't know what I was thinking. So, and then through all this, about 6 years ago, because of stress and craziness, I was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what? I eat right. I exercise. Well, it wasn't eating right and exercising, it was a stress. Stress causes disease.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with that and learn new ways and maneuver my ways to figure out how to beat this. I didn't want to become a type 2 diabetic because I was obviously inducing this on myself. Yes, I have some genetic background, but you can prolong the effect if you can't totally eliminate it. So that's why I delved into this diabetes prevention program, lifestyle coaching, to help people find ways in their own life practice to better their health and prevent diabetes type 2.
Well, I know you did this great webinar on it, so I'm going to share that link if that's okay, because you've got a replay for people to see, because it really is all about awareness and then taking that next step to do something, because you just don't even realize it. I mean, look at you. She's picture perfect, people, but pre-diabetic. Hey, listen, as I always say, Madhavi, time always rushes. It's always like, I never have enough time. I need to have you back here, but I'm really, really glad that we're able to share these new programs that you put out. So yeah, I know you've been a member of the chamber, so just, check out Madhavi on the Reston Chamber's website. We're active in Lead Share together. You're part of the Health and Wellness Committee, or Council, they call it. So I just want to make sure, though, that we put the information to get in touch with you. So your website, is that the best way to contact you?
Website, yeah. And then if you are on Facebook, social media, I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Connect with me that way, or my website, there's a connect with me button there. And I'm on the Reston Chamber website as well. So yeah.
All right. Well, it was great to see you today. Thanks for being on our show and sharing your story. I loved hearing about it and sharing it with everybody.
Thank you, Angela. And I was interviewed by the best. Thank you so much.
That's good. That's it, people. All right, take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.